Hello everybody, welcome. I hope this is going to be a better recording than the last one, because I'm not really a videographer. I think that's the word they use. But anyway, welcome to MYCOCKPIT.co.uk. We are in Albany and we are going for a little island hop. And we're running a few programs, which you can see. So I'm going to file that one now. And we will see what happens, shall we? Okay, so we're going to contact, first of all, we're going to contact ground, which is 13050, which is 13050, and let's switch it over. We're going to press the little start button. And hopefully this will work. I'll change our view to the inside, and I'll just turn my engines off because I'm not very good at that. I've got my fuel things down here, but don't worry about that. What am I doing? I'm only playing around. Right, anyway, first of all, initially, this is the cockpit, as you can see when my hand is around here. This is the flight simulator dashboard made by MYCOCKPIT.co.uk. It's interchangeable. Which means, in effect, basically, I'll just do that a little bit more, as you can see. Right, you have 1, 2, 3, 4 cutouts, yeah, and that'll be for 1, 2, 3, 4 radios, and you've got either a monitor that you can put on there, or if you don't have a monitor and you've got a little iPad like this, you buy the 2 little panels there, two little things that screw into the panel. So you can then situate your iPad nicely on there. Now the reason being that I like to use the word interchangeable is not all planes are the same. So if I get out of this for a minute and go back, what we'll do is we'll just go to we'll go back to the main menu a second, okay? And what we'll do is we'll load up, let's load up for argument's sake, so you can see everything. Let's load a panel, world map, and we're going to go from there. Actually we'll go from there to, we'll go there, we'll set ourselves up there, set as departure, okay. We're going to go across the sea a bit, just down to probably this one here. I'm going to go to there as a destination, as an arrival, but we will change the time of day. We'll make it daytime, so it's very early in the morning, isn't it? That'll be about right. Okay, I'm happy with that. Right, so what we'll do is we'll change the plane, and we'll use, let's just use a, yes, it's a jet. I don't know which jet to use though, but anyway. Yeah, I'll tell you what we'll do. We'll just use we'll use is it that one? I like that one there, I think. Is it that one? I'll have that one, that'll do. Okay. I'm going to fly that. Now what we'll do is I'm just going to show you a few, I'll talk you through where my sort of concept has come from, or where the idea has actually come from. Because I started doing this back in 2002, designing with a friend, a colleague, Shane, and we started I started the idea myself, and he came along with me, joined in, and we still haven't done anything for a few years. But we come back and said where we went wrong last time is we built the whole cockpit dash like it was really big unit, heavy unit, and although we have no end of phone calls and people wanting to buy them from us, it was just the postage. By the time we posted it, it just priced itself out of the market. And it sort of dawned on us, really, you don't actually need to build a proper cockpit because it doesn't go anywhere. It's, you know, it's not gonna, you're not building a proper plane, you're building a cockpit dashboard for a simulated cockpit. So we built a panel. On this panel's freestanding, and it sort of snap clicks, if you like, into place. So the legs is freestanding, and all the panels are like this. But the thought, as I was saying in the last little second earlier, is if you look at the dashboard in this aircraft, you've got 1, 2, and you've got 3 monitors. You see? And landing gear warning. So I figured, yeah, that's all great, but I've got 3 monitors like that, 1, 2, 3 together, and I haven't got that here. So it's not going to feel the same as flying that plane. So our little brainwave was, what the designer was to make that, which is a panel pre-drilled with the holes for the cables, pre-drilled with the holes for a monitor or an iPad, and it simply fits in the holes that are on the dash. So you got that goes into the dashboard like that, and then all of a sudden you just can stick either the hooks to hold an iPad there, or you can have a physical monitor screwed onto this panel which goes onto there, and then it gives you the same as you can see on the monitor, 3 screens. Yeah. Then if you want to sort of step out a bit, or maybe you want to design it differently yourself, and you only want 2 monitors, and you want those panels to go in there, well, it's the same thing applies. You've got 1, 2, 3, 4 gaps, and you can put those 2 there. So you can have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 panels there with 1, 2 monitors there, or you can have 3 monitors and 1, 2, 3 there. And if you've got the SATEC throttles, not the Bravo stuff, then you can have the SATEC panels in this here, where your 2 throttle quadrants go onto the front of here, and your 2 radio panels or whatever panels go in there, and it screws physically to the dashboard. So then you've got a complete unit like this, but all completely done together with the actual flight simulator cockpit dashboard. And that's the general idea of how it works. Now there I don't know if everybody's aware, there's a program out there, and if I look at the dashboard now, it would be really nice to have exactly what I see on the TV but on my screens, wouldn't it? But you know, you think, oh, that would be good, but it's actually quite easily done, because if I go to my mouse and I move through into this screen here, and I grab that and ping it up, I just move that from an iPad onto the main screen. So that if I go into this second monitor on the flight simulator, I'll move that out of the way, hopefully you can see what I'm doing, and I press the alternate button and press that button, the left button I think it is, the left alternate. I've been so long since I've done it. Yeah. Right, now I've done that, and I've moved that, so I can now put that into the monitor at the bottom. Yeah? You with me? So now I've moved it from the cockpit and I've put it into this screen here. Yeah? So I can move that back, like that. So I've got that screen is in the middle, and I can do the same with the other one. If I want to turn off the G1000, which is actually operative at the moment, and I press the thing called Space Desk, and I turn on the Space Desk if I've got my thingy on, which I think I have, and I go to the desktop and I pinch it, and now I've got that desktop, and I do the same thing again with the alternate button and press that button. Then I should, if I'm stand correct, or was it control? I can't remember, it's so long since I've used it. I did it just now. Now it's actually come into another screen down here. So I'll put this up here for now, just so you can see what I'm doing. Right, I put it up there, and I can press I think it's that button there. Okay, maybe it's that one. Yeah. Now what I've done is just separated those 2 screens, you see. So now I can have that screen now in here from the cockpit, but you can't, I hope you can see that, since now in this screen here. So I go to the center, there, about there, and I've now got that screen moved as well. But I always do like to use a couple of other programs which I have got set up. So let's just do just for argument's sake, we're going to do it on this flight. And then what we've got now is we've actually got the jet set up from the virtual cockpit into our physical cockpit, and there, which looks great. And I usually like to try and keep using that other one because it keeps a good little mop up. But anyway, so you can see I've moved them over now, so now I've got that. So then I don't really need to see that cockpit so much, because at the end of the day I've got a physical cockpit here, so I don't really want to be like looking at those screens and I've got them in front of me. So I just tilt my angle now to something like that there, and move myself over a bit. That's about right. That looks pretty good. And I'll go on to your video so you can see what I can see, what you see. Now you can see I've got the thing here. I would have it there if I were to set it up, but I'm not going to change it right now. But I could have the 1, 2, 3 monitors, but I've gone that way, so it's pretty good. But as you can see, that's the general idea of it. So it's pretty damn good, really. That's a nice little setup, but it is interchangeable. Like I say, you can change things around, make it however you want, really. But it just looks absolutely great. And then for people that, you know, they come in and they visit and stuff like that, they come in and all they see is what I see right now, and it's a brownie point, guys, for the guys out there that go and watch. It's most definitely a brownie point. Gonna go in and turn those down a bit. Okay. So we're going to do, we've got the PILOT2 ATC and everything ready, but we're not going to do that right now. Start engine 1. Let's just see if this is going to return. Start engine 1.
Engine started.
Ba-da-da. Right, let's turn that down a bit. Oh, it's just a bit loud. What we're going to do is turn that up. I'll turn the voice off a bit. I'm going to turn that one down. Just a bit more. You have to play around with your volumes a bit and get it set up how you want it. It's just that everybody's got the same sort of ear, I don't think. So anyway, so this is a great little airport. This is Tango November Charlie Bravo. Can't remember pronounce the name of the airport. But look over there, you've got the people getting out of the aeroplane. It looks really, it's a great little, I think it's only about £9 or something, but it's in the Caribbean somewhere, so it's real fun. You know, you go there and you see people getting in and out of the aircraft, and that it's really quite cool, really. I don't think I think the next step in flight simulation is going to be to have, which I think they're already working on it at the moment, is to have virtual passengers. So when you sort of go to pick up do a flight, load your aircraft, and that, you actually end up with like real passengers and that. You see them walking out and getting in and that. That'll be just like, oh, really good. And obviously you got this other program up here, which is self-loading cargo, which is, I'm still waiting for them to do the update, which should be really good.
Hi, cabin crew, we're ready to get going now, so as soon as you're ready, you can open the doors and start letting the passengers on board. Thank you. Hi there, we're ready to go up here, so once everyone's on board, please feel free to close the doors and we can get going.
Isn't that brilliant?
No
So you
problem.
get
Okay,
your,
great. We're all next up.
your co-pilot. We've got a co-pilot here, so let's go down and just look down here quickly because I've got a little button I want to press. I just want to go to I never fly this one, I think. So I'm going to go like that, and I think you go like that.
Thank you.
Run, and you start them. Fuel pumps on.
Switching that off.
Start engine 1. Fuel pumps on. Right.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome aboard the aircraft this morning. My name's Steve. I'm your pilot today, along with First Officer David and your Senior Flight Attendant Alana. She, along with the rest of the crew, will be making our way around the cabin, making sure you're comfortable and ready to get us on our way. We're not actually anticipating any delays, so we should be arriving on time. We've just heard the guys on the ground have finished loading the final bits of luggage into the aircraft, so we should be on our way very shortly. We are just waiting to receive clearance to push back in taxi. If you could help the cabin crew by getting yourself sat comfortably with seatbelts fastened, that would be fantastic. Once we're airborne, we'll be starting our in-flight services, but for now, I'd like to thank you for choosing to fly with us today, and I hope you enjoy the flight. Thank you. Cabin crew seats for takeoff, please.
Cool. I haven't done a flight's plan or anything anyway, but hey, doesn't matter. The idea was basically to so you can see what happens and how it works. We've got engine running number 1. But if we wanted to, we still wanted to keep a monitor over there. This is where it really gets real fun too. You can actually say, well, I'm going to grab that one. I'm going to put that one up there, because you can see your engines on it, see? And it shows your flap lever. Just sort of put it in the screen for you so you can see. But that's actually the same as what's in the aircraft, so you can just move it down, you know, like I just did then. I'm trying to show you again, just so you can see how it goes. You can make it smaller. You can have like 2 different panels in there if you wanted, or you know, or other things like that one there, for instance. If you don't want this on there, you can move that down into the screen below. And the beauty of that then is it becomes a touch screen, so you can actually use the touch screen side of the iPad to select things. Like if I put it back on the screen again, you'll see obviously that's not a touch screen, it doesn't work, but the minute I put it into this screen here, it should become like a touch screen, so you can touch it like that and it will come up with different things like music on, music off, or movie. It won't start it yet. Seatbelt signs on, yeah, cool, already on, so well, you'll see it when we get in flight how it works. But that's just it's a nice little touch to adding things to your cockpit with minimal expense, because they're not really. Oh, hello dog, do you want to get your head out of the way, mate? You want to get your head out of the way, buddy? Good lad. So that gives you the option to be able to, you know, improve on your cockpit for the cost, a very, very low cost of iPad 2s, and they're really, really cheap now. Nobody really wants them because hardly any things work with them, but the software community, for the flight simulator community, but most of the software for them still works, and it works well, and they're still making stuff, and they're keeping up on top of the stuff that they did, so that they still work. So it's absolutely brilliant idea. I'm really pleased, and it helps people to set up like this setup, for instance, which really isn't very expensive. If you've got the radio panel and the switch panel, you only need another 2-3 panels and 3 monitors like this and a cockpit dash, and that's it. You're pretty much done. You've got if you've got your throttles and your bits and pieces, it's all there. But it's also something you can start with the cockpit dashboard and then say, like, okay, I've got an iPad and I've got a radio and I've got a switch panel, so you can start with that, and then if few weeks time, month's time, I'm going to buy another radio panel next month, or I'm going to buy another switch panel next month. And you know, over the space of like a 12-month period, you're not having to pay out a lot of money all at once, but you know, a little bit here and there, and eventually end up the product at the end of it is just absolutely great fun, you know. Disengage park brake. I'll do it myself because I don't think that is still quite understanding me. Sorry guys. Disengage park brake.
Switching autopilot off.
No, disengage park brake.
Disengaging parking brake.
Yeah. See, I didn't say it right. But yeah, so if you can see, you know, that's the voice attack. The program's relatively cheap, 11 quid or something like that. And the other programs that you add on to it is like the HCS voice pack. So we've got Captain Elise at the moment. Let's change that to voice pack Captain Williams. I should really bring it up though. My pronunciation. Change voice pack to Captain Williams.
Okay.
Now we have Captain Williams on our thing. I've just moved the microphone back out. So let's just taxi on here. Set flaps for takeoff.
Flaps for takeoff.
Thank you. Enable chit chat.
Acknowledged.
How are you? How are you? Request cabin crew ready for takeoff. We will do that now. Cabin crew ready for takeoff. Landing lights on. Taxi lights off.
Switching off taxi lights.
Navigation lights on. Beacon lights on.
Those lights are now off.
Turn on beacon lights. Turn on navigation lights. Okay, let's go. So here we go. Just going to do a little flight. Now,
100.
100. Yeah. V1. Rotate. V2. Auto trim. Set heading 260.
Setting heading 260.
Set altitude 4,500. Set altitude 4,000 feet. Set altitude 4,500. Sometimes it's not really recognising me, but that's because, like I said, I'll echo it again, I haven't actually done the voice recognition thing, which I will do after. Set altitude 5,000 feet. Okay, but the lucky is, the thing is, you can do it, you've got a pilot, so you can do it yourself, and you can't. So I just set out to 5,000 feet and turn on autopilot. Where we go. Retract gear. Retract flaps.
Flaps retracted.
Set airspeed 120 knots. Set the airspeed to 250 knots. Set airspeed 250.
Confirmed.
It's just things that you're going to ask. I haven't used it for a little while, but you get to remember what the requests are. You can add your own requests to it. It's a good little program. Once you get it all working properly and everybody's happy, it's really good fun to use. Because you actually feel like you've got a co-pilot with you, which is great, really, isn't it? Right. Anyway, so we're going to go right round and do a 360 turn here. Go back the other way because that's where we've got to go. But now, see, I'm actually, I suppose, to explain to you, I'm actually using the flight simulator dials now, rather than an addition. So you can buy the Simeonics if you want. I recommend it highly because it's a great little program. There are a few bits of like plugins you have to use and stuff like that to get it working, but I always recommend what you do it all, download them and put them all in one folder on your start menu, and then just click them all and just let it all do its own thing, go away and come back, and then hopefully, touch wood, everything will be synchronised and you should be able to use it, you know, in an ideal world. So it works pretty well. It's pretty good fun. Right, okay. Right then. So we need to go, and it nice you can do that as well. Put that on the screen. Just so I can see. Yeah, it's pretty close. Set heading 240. Set heading bug 240.
Setting heading 240.
I just think I have to speak up a bit with you. Set heading 175.
Setting heading 175.
So now I'm in the position that every man would want to be in. Tell a woman what to do and she does it immediately. I'm joking, guys, that's very sexist, but I thought it was kind of funny, really. Right, so anyway, for more information, please visit the website rodkmusic.com. No, it's a joke. That's my hobby. But if you want to go visit the business, it's mycockpit.co.uk. Feel free to go and have a look and drop us an email if you want to start at the base, or if you wanted to, for instance, reproduce what I see in front of me. I'll be happy to try to help you out. Obviously supply you the radio panels, the switch panels and everything else that you need, and the cockpit dash if you so require the whole lot. We could do a special deal for you for on everything, so you pretty much sorted out. And also we'll give you the support with that as well. You can sign up for a support, which means, you know, if you ever had this issue where you fire your flight simulator up, you do an update and then nothing seems to work and you're panicking and everything else, we're just in the process at the moment of getting tech guys to you know, come on board with us. So because I've been in there, and I mean, don't get me wrong, I've been doing it for many years and I still make mistakes, there's still things I can't do, and you go to forums and you think, it seems like everything that we do has to be, it's the public that tends to sort things out with a lot of these issues, and you know, that's what we do as well. We are sort of somewhat geeks and we help people out and do things like that. So if you want to sign up for a support, you can do, and that'd be basically, we'll call you back and after everything's set up and done and all working perfect for you once you've purchased it, and after that, you know, we know it's working, we know it's fine, then after that, if you want to support it, you can sign up for support as well. And it just gives you a bit of help. So, where am I going? Set heading 270. No, I know. Set heading 120. Actually, I'll turn off the autopilot. I'm not flying. This is great. Watch people scream as well. They screamed a bit on our takeoff because our takeoff was a little bit erratic. So they weren't over happy about that. So you get all that sort of stuff that goes on as well. It's still the seatbelt sign. So I can't turn the seatbelt sign because we're not high enough. Okay. It's only a quick island hop this anyway, so it should be a bit of fun. let's just go round. So my airspeed's right. Set heading bug 000.
Setting heading.
Autopilot on. Activate autopilot. Engage autopilot. Autopilot on. No. Okay, maybe not. I can't remember what the request is for that. But it's all coming to me. That's another program. It's another story. We'll get into that. Like I say, it hasn't been installed properly yet. It's just I've got it working and running, and I haven't put the haven't done my voice recognition training to it yet. So but I will do that hopefully for the next video. I'll have another go at it. If you like this video, like and share. Please subscribe because it will help me because I'm new to this internet thingamajiggy stuff. Just trying to do what I do and trying to help people enjoy the world of Flight Simulator because it really is a great experience. It's great fun, and it certainly kills a lot of time. And you can shut yourself away from the wife and kids and just vanish into your own little dream world. We will be having a join soon on our website as well, which is a gaming platform, which is going to join the MYCOCKPIT.co.uk. It's going to be all about different games and stuff like that, which is on a Twitch account actually, so it's really good, like Call of Duty and all this sort of stuff. So it's loads of fun. We're going to try and make it a big gaming site, not just Flight Simulator. So that's our next little endeavour. But anyway, set heading 320.
Setting heading 320.
As you can see what's happening, she's changing the autopilot there and it's saying 320. And that's through voice recognition. I'm actually doing nothing, I'm just telling them what to do, which is really an honourable position to be in. Right, 5,000 feet, within across the sea now. Set heading 295. Yeah, set heading 295. Set heading bug 295.
Setting heading 295.
I'll move my microphone a bit closer to my face. I'll stick it up in the air in a minute. Right, so we're going to the future at that airport. That was Tango November Charlie Bravo. If you'd like, I'll go back down and have a little look. Should we go and have a look? Actually, yeah, let's have a look at that airport. It's really kind of fun. It really is kind of fun. I must get this turned on as well. I've got to turn it on. Let's do that. Okay, dokie. Radio then. Right. Okie dokie. Let's put the GPS tracking on again. Okay, zoom it out a bit. Let's take a look. Say what we'll do is we won't fly back down. If you want me to go to that airport again, just leave a comment, and then what I'll do is I'll start off from there again, and we can have a look around it if you like. And around the aircraft, I can show you the CRJ as well, because I've got the CRJ now, which I want to do some things on it, but I'm getting a little bit of issue with sound on my system, and I don't know when the driver is going to be updated. I think it's a driver issue, but it is an old computer. It's not a really new one, so it does what it says on the tin. But as you can see, once you get everything working like this, and you've got an average, you've got an i7 computer, you know, it's not a really fast one, but I get no trouble when I'm running all of this from pretty much one computer. So if you can run all the iPads and all the gauges and everything else all on one computer system, the yoke, the pedals and everything, it's a complete unit together, and it's it's not a really fantastically fast computer. It's got a 2080 Super graphics card, which is good, and it's got full memory, and I think it's a 4800K or something. So as you can see, it's not really to today's standard 9600K processors, and that it's an old processor, but I'm having a great time with it. And I'm sure if you've got the same thing and your computer runs a program, you could have a situation like this. But anyway, like I say, please do visit the website and like and share with your friends, and hopefully that this video has been a bit of fun, and it's sort of demonstrated a few bits and pieces of what you could have. Obviously, excuse the cables and stuff like that. I just literally plugged them in because they're a bit low on battery at the moment. Normally, you know, you could hide them behind, like so, just do that, pull it through the hole like that, and buy black ones, not white ones. It looks tidy, same as this one here. You can go over the top and around the back and come out the back. But the problem with myself is because I change it around so often, but the next video you might see I might have the touchscreen in the middle, the touchscreen from another computer system running in the middle with the iPads and the radio panel, and I might not have this, I might have something else because I change it constantly. It's quite difficult to keep it all really tidy. It's purely simply because I move everything and swap it around. But if it was, like I say, as one complete unit where it's all screwed together and done together apart from this and this, and everything else is a unit, it's only connected to 2 USB ports, it's very, very easy to pack it down, unplug the 2 USBs, pick it up, walk off. That's it, done. Come back, put it back, put your 2 USBs in, and then you're running again, back as a flight simulator, which is good fun. That's what it's all about, isn't it? Making it easy and quick to use, and also look tidy, really. And the amount of people that come in from my house sometimes, and you know, he's upstairs or whatever, and they come up and they go, "My God, you've got a bloody aeroplane! It looks like you've got a proper airplane, unbelievable!" And they're like gobsmacked. But really, it's just the cockpit dashboard with all the panels fitted properly and correctly. That actually makes it look really good. And using iPads, if I had black iPads rather than 2 white ones, I suppose, if it was all in uniform colour, it looks even better yet. Yeah, it's really good. And I mean, I did design a bit for the top of here for the iPad to go, another iPad to go there. But to be honest, I find it's a good place to sit with your keyboard should you need to type something in. So it's quite good being where it is. So I haven't implemented that one. Although, yes, if you want it, you can have it. We can just cut you one out and drill the holes and everything for you. So it sits in a proper little iPad that runs up here like that to the base of that one. So you've got an iPad lengthways, i.e. that way, 270 degrees. So you've got a long one there, and it could use it for typing writing your things on, or you know, hand scribbling your flights and your headings and stuff like that, like a pen thing. If you want to do that, the choice is up to you, really. So yeah, well, let's get down, I think. Let's go and land this now, shall we? See where we can land this. Autopilot disengaged, so do that now. 3 places you can do it. Do it from there, do it from there, or you can do it from up there, it's up to you. I've got one set to my altimeter and I've got one set to my heading. Now my heading, I think my heading is really going to be about 30 for the runway. So what I'm going to do now is I'm going to give a bit of flaps and gear down. I'm probably going a bit fast, but it doesn't matter. It's just a quick bit of fun, so let's get us down here. I'm going to trim it nicely. Landing lights on. Landing lights on. Let's just check who's actually heard that. Landing lights on. Recognise. Landing lights on. Switch landing lights on. I will definitely get into the voice recognition on that. I think it's a bit boring for you. I think they've done an update on the flight simulator, because I must admit I do find that things look actually better, and my system is old system, you know, very kind of old system, and it's actually running it really well at the moment. You know, the graphics are quite well set up high, and you know, I'm quite pleased with the way it's running. It just seems to be quicker, better than it was, to be fair. Not to say my flying is any better, but set flaps position 2, where they are now. That's flaps down. Oh yes, that's probably why. It's not the best weather, is it? As you can see through the screen here, we've got like a little bit of power weather. Oh, let's just stick that up there, like that, in the middle of the screen. Always a good place to put it. Make it a bit smaller, and it gives you sort of a guide, and it can give you an idea roughly, like a sat nav really, where the runway is. It's around here somewhere. Yeah, that looks pretty damn good, doesn't it? Yeah, I know that, look. Wow. I'm actually enjoying myself so much, I'm not even really concentrating on flying at the minute. I just want to have a look around and see what the scenery is like. So I know they've done some scenery updates. Well, there you can see the ground, they're getting worried now. I would be worried as well, because we are very low. Anyway. And there's a sea. It looks pretty good. I've sort of flown around here before. Oh. It's definitely worth a look, I think. I can't even see the runway because there's no ILS on this runway, I don't think. I think it's just a little runway strip. So it's pretty adventurous trying to land this thing on that. I'm going to move my seat down a bit so I can see. Just a little bit more. Oh, you can see over here. Does anybody see the runway? Let's have a look. Move over there. You see? Yeah, I can see it. I think we're coming in. It's close. It's very close. I can't see it. Whoa. Yep. Well, there it is. Ah, it's not a runway strip. It's right at the end here. Look, guys. Right. And we did that all without doing it really properly. We're just following the sat nav. So that just goes to show, guys, even if you like don't really know what you're doing much, you can still have some fun just by following the magenta line, and eventually, like now, we will find the runway. See, so that's cool. Back on the throttles, tweak the nose up a little bit of trim, and I get all that. There you go. Whoa. Gear down. It's not showing me full green. But gear down. That's a lovely gentle touch, isn't it? Ladies and gentlemen, we might admit we just avoided the takeoff landing.
From the cockpit,
yeah.
You may have noticed we aborted our takeoff run, and I'd like to apologise for the short delay while we investigate the problem. If you can stay seated and secured, we should be able to try departing again in a few moments. Thank you. Ladies and gentlemen, from the cockpit, you may have noticed we aborted our takeoff run, and I'd like to apologise for the short delay while we investigate the problem. If you can stay seated and secured, we should be able to try departing
again. Sorry about that, guys.
It's
the worst landing ever on YouTube, but hey, probably the worst video as well. But I hope you enjoyed it, guys. Anyway, please visit the website. I'd love for you to join our club and have the flight simulator cockpit dash like we've got, and get some flights together. Thank you very much, and it's goodbye from me.
Ladies and gentlemen, from the cockpit, you may have noticed we aborted our takeoff run, and I'd like to apologise for the short delay while we investigate the problem. If you can stay seated and secured, we should be able to try departing again in a few moments. Thank you. gentlemen from the cockpit, you may have noticed we aborted our takeoff run, and I'd like to apologise for the short delay while we investigate the problem. If you can stay seated and secured, we should be able to try departing again in a few moments. Thank you.